Hello and Namaste. I'm Navras Nepane, your academic counselor. Today in this video, I'll be talking to you about the importance of international education, the factors that influence your decision for abroad studies, and how to set your goals for international career. Let's begin with education. As you know that education is an intellectual growth which starts from the birth and ceases only at death, which is well known said by Einstein. It means that education is the passport for your future, and future belongs to those who prepare us today. Due to globalization in trade, business, economy, people, cultures, and media, the importance of international education is the basic necessity of every community in this moment. That's the reason why most of the countries are injecting lots of dollars for the development of their education system. Countries like United States, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and some of the Asian and European countries, they are highly investing in education institutions. They are refining their education system. They are attracting international students for their degree. So they are exporting this business. That's why every students are in hunt for their degrees, because students want to gain international degree in this country. They feel that it develops them with global career perspectives. So what are the factors that influence your abroad study decision? It's obvious that there are some factors like your family members, your friends, your mentors and lecturers, and your academic counselor. On the top of that, in every day in the evening in our dining table, which is full of gossip regarding international degree, because parents are very worried. They want their children to get international degree so they can make their life beautiful. They can have a greater job opportunity in international markets. Apart from this, as you know that there are a lot of friends who are also our pioneers. They are like our motivator, inspirer, because most of our time we spend either in cafe or in coffee shops, or maybe in traveling, or maybe in picnic we spend with our friends. So friends are the main influencers. As you know, some of our friends, they have already been to abroad studies, and they share their experience, their lifestyles, their quality of life, and how they sense the new world. It makes a new kind of enthusiasm and curiosity for us to go for abroad studies. Of course, friend is one of the most important factors. Apart from this, in our student career, there are mentors and lecturers who have already got an international degree. They share their experience with us during our classrooms. So apart from this, there are a lot of education consultant, career advisors in the market. They guide you, they prepare you, they let you know about the importance of international degree. That's why these all are the factors that motivate you for abroad studies. So what are the benefits? It always lies in your head, and it's one of the greatest queries for a student. Why should I go for abroad studies? So there are lots of reasons to consider for studying abroad. First is your personal development. How you get your personal development? When you get admission in international college and university, you win there. First thing is you get a new environment. You learn new way of life, and you become independent. There is no one behind you. It's you. You have full responsibility. You have full duties to make your life beautiful. You are independent. You can think yourself. You can make your schedule. You can decide yourself, what should I do, what should my career to be. And on top of that, next thing is to develop yourself in global community. Because if you study in this renowned university and college, you will be gaining international degree, which is well known, recognized in every job market. And next thing is to enjoy the quality of life, because basically in developing nations we have a lot of problems, and we can't get a quality of life. So you can also experience the quality of life and the people, the cultures, the tradition. Apart from them, you can develop your networking, which is very important. As you know, there are a lot of business persons, community persons who are well recognized in every economy. in some part of their life they have a contact, they have a good network of people from different countries. if, so if you study abroad, you'll get a people from different countries. For example, you can make friends from Brazil, you can make friends from Indonesia, you can get Thai friends, you can get American friend, British friend, American, anywhere. So you can develop your networks. And as you know, that's due to the higher development in social media. It's very easy to connect them always. So it helps in future to progress in your professional careers if you are planning to start a business in future. So if you got a good contact, you can communicate with those people, and who knows, they might be your future core competencies, and their network will be a great opportunity for you. Apart from that, you will have also opportunity to learn a new language. As you know, almost we spend a longer period in our academic system, so we are quite familiar with all the peoples and our languages. Apart from this, if you went for abroad studies, you get to know different languages, like of course English is the most. Apart from that, you learn some basic language like Chinese, even Italian, French, because if you make friends, this shares you their language capability. In terms, you can also share your Nepalese language so far. Apart from that, important, and I have also differentiate your international degree benefit in different values, like economic values. What do you get economic values? When you win there, you earn money. First thing is you make some pocket money, so for your traveling, for your recreational activities. Apart from this, if you get a residencies, or if you are in holidays, so you can work full time. It helps you to earn money in dollars. And next thing is, in your economic values, you gain a new assets in your life. You gain new skills and knowledge, because you have already well trained in your community and your national cultures. So if you go abroad, you'll get an opportunity to work with people, so it also develop your employment prospectus. So and on other side, it will also help you to fight with the higher paid employment. As you know that most of the people in the world are paid higher with international degrees, because if you get a international degree in reputed university, you'll be recognized by the employers. So next thing is your social values. How you get a social values? You return to you are bounded with the national levels. When you go for abroad studies, you'll become a part of global citizen. You'll be transforming to a global citizen. So and you learn different diversity and cultures. So it would be your social assets for your futures. So if you got opportunity in future to work in any community, it will be helpful for your future, because due to the diversity and culture, you have already aware about different cultures, tradition, peoples, food, lifestyles. So it all things adds new social values in your life. So what are the international values? It's very important for all of us to get international values, because first thing is your institutional prestige. As if you study in Australia, United States, Canada, Australia, so what you get is, if you study in some renowned university, your institution has a prestige, so it adds your values for your career. And on other side, the ranking system, because these days academic institutions are ranked in their quality, in their facilities, in their research. So it depends how your education institution are ranked. If you got a good ranking, you will be one of the highly prospective international graduates for your job career. And academic reputation, research itself is very important. So what are the other values that you'll get? First thing is you get cultural distance and your social reputation, because you can also represent our country to international environment. If you are from Nepali culture, and if you come to Australia, you disseminate your culture to the people. It also helps in disseminating our national cultures, national tradition, national values to the people around the world. In other words, you are also disseminating our cultures, our national heritage to the people around the world. So there are other factors that you should take consideration when studying for abroad studies. Like, what are the other factors I should consider aside from this? There are, you can also develop your new skills and knowledge, because when you get a part-time work, you work with the peoples, you know how they work, what are the conditions, what is the value of time, and other important thing you should consider is when you go for abroad studies, your time management, because these are the in most of the cases, students who do not have well time management, they suffer, they get a problem, because here every second counts, because you need to schedule your like daily activities for your studies, for your work, for your recreation activities, visiting friends and relatives. So okay, next things I'd like to tell you about goal setting. One of the important factors in your life, of course our life too, because if we don't set goals for our career, we are going nowhere. It is well said that a better beginning is half done. So you can set your goal. First thing, how to set a goal? First thing is identify your interest, your hobbies, your likes, your dislikes, what you like to do. If you want to be a like doctors, you need to do that sort of preparations, and you need to work for developing your career to doctors. If you want to be an engineer, you need to like work hard for the degrees and select the course to be your engineering. Some people, they like to do music, some people are fond of hospitalities. So there are, people have different natures, people have different traits, characteristics and interests. So first thing is decide your interest, what you love to do, because don't get suffer in life if you don't set your goals. And most of it is our habits and it's our culture that most of the students are influenced by their families, because their families want them to be a different person in life, but they have different interests, there is a clash, and if you go to the family decision, you'll suffer in life, you're not happy always. So it's up to you. First identify your interest, and next thing is communicate effectively with your family members. You know, communication is the important tools to let people know what are your interests, what are your hobbies, what you want to be in your career, what are your priorities. So better you can communicate effectively with your family members, so it will make your goals accessible in future. Next thing is write down your interests and hobbies, write down your goals. Okay, after completing my high schools, I'll be going for a bachelor's degree, maybe in home or abroad. Like I'll be doing this kind of test preparations, I'll be doing entrance preparation. It's up to you. Just make your notes. And next thing is make plans, because most of the people will fail in our academic career because we don't have good planning. So better plan well. If an efficient planning makes your things half done. So plan, write down notes. You can write down notes in your diaries. Okay, I'll be doing this and this. If you develop your steps, action plan, it will be easy for you to work on your goal. So next thing is your time frame is very important. Some people they have no specific time frame. So set your time. Okay, after this, after plus 2, I'll be doing bachelor's, then master's. In due course of master's, I'll be doing some kind of employment. So you set your time frame. And last thing is continue on your career goal. Means keep on working, keep on refining every day. If you don't have time, you can refine your career goals at least a month. Refine what you get. Are you on your track? Are you outside your career goals? So these are the factors you should be considering, because in most of the cases in developed nations, people they set their goals, they work on their goals, they don't work outside, and they write everything in their paperwork. So these are the way. So why I'm talking you about goal setting is because if you have planned for abroad studies, so or maybe if you are influenced by your family members, friends, and if you have not well prepared and planned. Stop this. Do your wish, do your likes, what are your hobbies, work on your own goal. Don't get influenced. There's nothing to worry about it. If you can make your future happy, if you're happy doing your own work, working on your hobbies, it will be good. There's no need and there's no compulsion that you need to decide on others saying or others guidelines. So why I'm talking all these things to you is because these days a lot of students, they came for abroad studies without goals, without proper plannings, without knowing any information. They suffers because coming abroad itself is a big challenge. It's not that easy that you'll be getting good money, you'll be getting good degree in a very short period. Think about your big investment, your time, your valuable career, valuable time. All right, because staying apart from families itself a challenge. So you need to take the challenge. You decide yourself, I'll be taking all those challenges in my career. So these are the way, I just give you basic information about the scenarios of education, international education, and your goal setting, your influence factors, and your like reason for abroad studies. For next video onwards, I'll be talking to you about study in Australia. I'll be giving you information about Australian states, Australian information, immigration information, and the stages in your application process and visa process one by one. So guys, see you next week Monday. Have a good time.